Namaste everyone. So measures of central tendency. What do you mean by central tendency? Central tendency means it is the property of concentration of the values around a central value in the data. See that types of average, that is first one, arithmetic mean. We have studied simple arithmetic mean and weighted arithmetic mean. Say simple arithmetic mean. In that simple arithmetic mean, here arithmetic mean means it is a set of observations. Set of observations is their sum divided by the total number of observations. Divided by the total number of observations. It is denoted by x bar. Here x bar is given. That is sum of the observations. That is x1 plus x2. Sum of the observation. How many observations are there? You have to take that one. You have to add all the values x1, x2, x3, so on up to xn. Divide by total number of observation means n1, n2, so on up to n. Okay, so on up to n, like this way. Here sum of this one that is the total of x divided by number of observation, that is n. Number of observation, that is n. Here x bar that equal to summation x, summation, it is not sigma, summation, or we can say that is total x divided by n. This is the formula of arithmetic mean. This is the formula of arithmetic mean. Next we will go for grouped, ungrouped, like that. Grouped data and ungrouped data. Now ungrouped data, first one, ungrouped data. We can say that raw data. We can say that raw data. In the ungrouped data, say first one, discrete. In the direct method. Direct method, what I am written now, that same formula, that is x bar equal to summation x divided by n, this one. Next deviation method, or we can say that step deviation method. Here x bar that equal to, we have to take u, a plus summation u divided by n. What do you mean by u? Where u means x minus a is the assumed mean. A is equal to assumed value or mean, assumed value, and x is the given value. Given value means what are the values are given? Observations. Given value means observations. Which are the observations are given, that observations. Next n is the number of observations. A means that is assumed value you have to take here. See proof of this one. We have taken u is equal to x minus a. U is equal to x minus a. That is summation u that equal to summation x minus summation a. We have taken summation for all values. Okay, summation u equal to summation x minus summation a. Next, summation u divided by n. You have to divide all the values. Summation x divided by n minus summation a divided by n, like this way. Here summation means total value. This one is the total value. See, when it is a total value, that is n, number of observation. This is the total value means summation 1 means that is n. Therefore this becomes n. Summation u divided by n that equal to summation x divided by n. Next minus here summation a divided by n means, here summation means n a divided by n, here n cancels, then summation u divided by n, that equals to this one. Summation x divided by n means that is x bar, that equal to minus a. Now x bar or right here, yes, x bar summation u divided by n plus a, that equal to x bar. Now x bar equal to a plus summation u divided by n. Now we have proved this one. We have proved x bar equal to a plus summation u divided by n. Here proof is not so important. I am written this one proof because how we have taken this deviation method, that is x bar equal to a plus summation u divided by n. So in the question, if they asked direct method means you have to do this one. If they are not asked means if they are asked deviation method means you have to do this one. If they are not asked anything, just find out the arithmetic mean means you can use any method. So another is the step deviation method. Step deviation method so in the step deviation method, that is x bar equal to a plus sigma u divided by into c. What is c here? C means width. Width means in the here if you take midpoint, otherwise the class intervals, here 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Here what is the width? That is the width is 10. Here also width is 10. Here also difference is 10. Here also difference is 10. See, if when these difference are same, only here all the width are same, then only we have to use this method. Otherwise we cannot use this method. Here all the values we got to 10, 10, 10. This is the C, width C. That is the value you have to take. Here u is equal to x minus a divided by c. See this one. U is equal to x minus a divided by c. Same here also. A means assumed value. C is the width. X, what are the number? That means the values are given, observations are given. For that we have to solve. This is for ungrouped data. Next, grouped data. That is the tabulated data. You have studied discrete and continuous frequency distribution. Discrete and continuous frequency distribution. In that first one, discrete frequency distribution. So in the discrete frequency distribution here, direct method. X bar, that equal to, we have to take a frequency. See, in the discrete, frequency is given, therefore summation f into x divided by capital N. We have to take a capital N. What is here N? What do you mean by here N? N means summation f, that is total values of frequencies. F is the frequency. F is the frequencies. So this is the direct method. Next, deviation method. Deviation method. In the deviation method here, x bar, that equal to a plus sigma fu divided by n. Fu divided by n. Here f into u, frequency, we have to multiply with the frequency into u. Afterwards to find out the total, divide by total frequencies, divide by total frequencies. Now proof of this one, deviation method. Proof. Here u is equal to x minus a. U is equal to x minus a. Now f into u is equal to f into x into f into a. I have taken frequencies for each. Next, summation f into u, summation f into x minus summation f into a. Next I am taken summation. Afterwards, summation fu divided by n, summation fx divided by n minus summation fa divided by n. Now here, summation f, that is the total frequency, means total frequency means total n, total n, that is summation f into u divided by n, that equal to fx divided by n. Here summation fx divided by n means that is this one, x bar equal to summation fx divided by n, x bar minus here n a divided by n, this one cancels, remaining that is a, summation fu divided by n, that equal to x bar minus a. Now summation fu divided by n plus a, that equal to x bar, x bar summation a plus summation fu divided by n. So this is the formula of deviation method, formula of a deviation method. Next, step deviation method. Step deviation method. So in the step deviation method, same, x bar equal to a plus sigma fu divided by n into c. C is the extra. So in the last raw data, I am taken the example of 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So this is a continuous frequency distribution. So in the raw data, the values are like this way. Here 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Here difference are 2. When the difference is 2, that is we have to take C is equal to 2. Here this one is the discrete frequency distribution. So in the discrete frequency distribution, again variables are given, next frequencies are given. We have to see the variables. In the variables, if the values are like this way, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here difference, 10 to 20, 10 difference, again 10 difference, again 10 difference, 10 difference. Or otherwise, here also 5 difference, 5 difference, 5, and here also 5 difference. When in the variable, if all the difference are 5, then only we have to use this method. Step deviation method. Now proof of this one. U is equal to x minus a divided by c. Now u into c, that equal to x minus a. Again here also frequency, multiply frequency for each of these variables like this way. So next divide by, before that summation, cu fx minus fa. Next divide by n for all also, summation f divided by n, that equal to summation fx divided by n minus summation f into a divided by n. Here this one we have taken as n. Here c f into u divided by n. Again here n means n cancels, remaining is a. This one is x bar. X bar equal to A plus summation fu divided by n into C. This is the step deviation method. Now, discrete finished continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. In the continuous frequency distribution, the data of the class intervals are like this way: 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. It may be inclusive, exclusive, or otherwise sometimes open-end class intervals also. Now I am written exclusive class intervals. If this type of class intervals are given, means you have to find out a midpoint. First you have to find out a midpoint. See, this is the class interval. Find out the midpoint. See, midpoint here 10 plus 20 divided by 2. See, that time 15. Answer 15. Here midpoint is 15. Here 25. Here 35. Here 45. Like this way. We have to see this one midpoint. Afterwards we have to calculate. See, that time what I am written the formula in the continuous frequency distribution, same formula you have to repeat here. Here only for the continuous frequency distribution you have to find out midpoint, and formula what I am written in the discrete, that same formula is repeated here. Here for the direct method, that formula is x bar equal to summation fx divided by n. Next, deviation method, x bar equal to a plus sigma fu divided by n. Then step deviation method, x bar equal to a plus sigma fu divided by n into C. See here, in the textbook they have given u dash, but I am taken u. You can take u dash, or otherwise you can use u also. Here, why they have taken in the textbook u dash means u dash is the x minus a divided by c. Here u only given, u means x minus a. In the textbook they are given instead of u dash, both also same. When I am explaining, I have taken u, but in the textbook u dash, both also same. You can take u dash, or otherwise u also you can consider. Okay, so this is the step deviation method. So the formula which I am written here, that is the same as discrete frequency distribution. Only changes is you have to find out a midpoint. Next we will do one problem. First one, that is ungrouped data. For ungrouped data, see problem, heights of 6 students. Heights of 6 students which are given 163, 173, 168, 156, 162 and 165, which is given in the centimeters. You have to find out the arithmetic mean. Find the arithmetic mean. Solution. Here not given anything, whether you have to find out in the direct or deviation or step deviation. So when the data are in ungrouped, that is easy method is x bar equal, that is direct method only, summation x divided by n. Summation x, see, this is the raw data or ungrouped data. X bar equal to summation x divided by n. Summation x, find the total of a given observation. 163 plus 173 plus 168 plus 156, 162 and 165 divided by sum of the observation divided by number of observation divided by number of observation. Here how many observations are given? 6 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 students. We have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the number of observation. Summation x divided by n. Total of this one 987 divided by 6. Answer 164.5. This much centimeters. 164.5 centimeters. So this is the answer of this problem. We will do another problem, that is discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution. Salary which is given in the rupees. Another one, employees. $90, $2,870, $3,390, $4,720, another $5,160, $2,430. Here 4, 28, then 31, 16, 3 and 2. So these are the values are given. Here they are asked the question, that is find the mean salary of the employees. One is find the mean salary of employees. Mean salary of employees, that is you have to find out arithmetic mean. Here mean means that is arithmetic mean only. Mean means arithmetic mean. You have to find out arithmetic mean. Another question they have asked, what is the total salary of the employees? What is the total salary of employees? See, your salary is given in the discrete frequency distribution. I will take this one as x variable, and employees is given. I will take as this one as frequency. What you have to do? See, our formula is x bar equal to summation fx divided by n. Here frequency should be multiplied with the variables. Therefore, in the answer, you have to find out f into x. F into x. This is the f and this one is the x. Multiply these two. 2430 into 4. So, our answer is 9720. 9720. Next, 2590 into 28. Our answer 72520. See this one answer. Next, 2870 into 31, that is 88970. Next, 3390 into 16, 54240 when we are multiplying. Next, 4720 into 3, here 14160, 14,160. Then 5,160 into 2, our answer 10,320. 10,320. Add all these values, we will get answer 2,49,930. 249930. This much answer. 2,49,930. We need a total frequency. This is the total value of f. Total value of f means n. Total n value, that is 84. See this one, 84. We got sigma fx and also we got n value. Now x bar. X bar that equal to sigma fx divided by n. Fx 2,49,930 divided by 84. Now our answer, that is rupees 2975.36. We got this answer 36. See these problems, and that means the calculation of this one you have already done in the high school section. Now another question I have told, another question they have asked that what is the total salary of the employees? Second question, total salary of employees. Total salary of employees, that is sigma fx. Total salary of employees is sigma fx. What is the total salary? 2,49,930. See, this is the answer, rupees. Okay, rupees this much. Okay. So next, other problems, that is in the which one, discrete frequency distribution. We will solve indirect method. Indirect method means deviation and also step deviation method, that we will do in the next class. Okay, thank you.